Welcome to episode number 21 of this MLB Show 20 Postseason series, and today, Game 5 of the World Series, the winner take all Game 5 of the World Series, because I put best of 5, and real life it's best of 7, and I did the Championship Series, and real life it's best of 7, but I put the best of 3, and the Division Series best of 5, but I put the best of 3. That's why it's under me for, and that's why I mean, the first two were only a single name for the Division Series, Championship Series, and the World Series, so. And I was going to do best of 3 for the World Series, but I changed it to best of 5 before I just started, because, I mean, someone else does it, like, well, they have a site MLB with football, does it that way for the playoffs. It's not this complex. They only have an ALDS, ALCS, and then only two division series, one in the AL, one in the NL, and then 2 championship series. The ALCS and the so the only difference is they only have 1 division series in each league, not 2. So that's what's me for the next playoff bracket, which starts 2 weeks from today when I'm posting this video. For me, it's not. I'm filming this Friday, but Saturday. It's 2 weeks away. 4th of July, hopefully. Should be 4th of July, and then probably once I know that one, probably one more before school starts. And I'll pitch at you who the teams will be for that one. Next one's gonna be the 2017 version. I'm going to put it this way. The teams are in the playoffs 2017. So the Twins are in there. And then Yankees in New York for the 2017, or really, the AL Wild Card game. And then I think I already know what the teams will be for the next one. That will start by like mid-August or something. It's not any holidays in August. So, and there should be, this video is probably like, I don't know, there should have been music in the front. I forgot on Game 4. I did put the thing that said, World Series, 2020 World Series, Game 4. I did that, I just forgot to put the music. And then there's probably some special things going on at the end of this video, because someone will be win the World Series after this game concludes, because it's the last game of the series. Twins win, they won the first World Series in 1991 against the Braves. That's the last time they won. The Braves, not sure if they won it in 1995, but I know they won in 1995. The Hatfield Hernandez is 2-0. One of them was a win in the 17th inning in Game 2 of the NLDS. And then Jay Dodorizzi. I'm not sure if it probably might Soroka for the Braves, and I'll try it, and hopefully Barrios for the Twins. I mean, Barrios should at least have half energy, and it should be like not full energy. It should be like not like more than half energy, but not full energy. And then Soroka should have full energy. But yeah, let's do it. Tuesday, October 20, 2020. So really, well, in real life, I mean, it started on it started on the 28th, or no, 29th. So in real life, it takes about a month. But here it is, the series are down. So Braves won 16-9 in Game 1. Braves won 5-0 in Game 2. Twins won 6-5 in Game 3, and then 7-5 in Game 4, and that was in 14 innings. 14. And at one point, they were in the final, and 2 outs in the 9th, tied in the top of the 9th. Both teams traded runs, and traded 1 run in the 12th inning, and then Darver 2-run home run. So yeah, and I almost said Gonzalez. Cruz will be back, and the DH for the Braves will probably be Andy Ball. 5 Eastern, Braves at Twins at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. The Twins are the gold controller, and the Braves are the blue controller. Here we go. And here's our for the Twins, and that's Ozzy Always for the Braves. Road uniforms for the Braves, home uniforms for the Twins. Target Field opened in, or holds 38,885, opened in 2010. Presentation of broadcast teams, all the show teams, quick counts on, uncovered clear skies. So, Barrios doesn't even have close to happen. And it's not even on a Rizzi. He has worse than, So, it looks like it's going to be Soroka. I'm not sure why all this stuff. So it's only Soroka for, although he has a 10 ERA. So maybe that's not a good idea to put him out there, but that wasn't my one starter, I think. And I think he had 2 starts. Barrios is not even, I mean, he has a little more energy than, so, yeah. It looks like Tony Maeda, which both starters have 10.80 ERA. And one's 0-1, one's 0, and one has no record, which is Maeda, and the other one, Soroja, has 0-1 record, so. Righty versus righty, 85 versus 81. Here we go. As whatever his name is, Bash. So originally I think Buxton moved up. Well, all I know is that the ball's a DH now. And I know that Tamardo. I don't know if Tamardo out. I don't know if Tamardo at third, and then for the Twins, well, obviously they had Garver here, and then everything else is the same. But I think then I'm not sure what happened. I can't remember the lineup for some reason, but all I know is that Garver was up at number 3 spot. He's cruising and plays. He's too old to not. 39-year-old probably does not play DH probably. Well, yeah. So then Darver was moved up, and then I think then Buxton was moved up 2 spots, and Sano was moved. No, Buxton was moved up to 6. I remember that. And then and then Buxton moved up 2 spots because originally he was supposed to be number 8 up to 6, and then that's really the only difference. Darver's energy, he's the only one that's not really full. But yeah. And then Darnell, both catchers' energy is not full. They're only down by a little. Let's do it. And the fly-by-play on sports game. There will be a posting chapter of this game. Also after that, then the video will be a 10 to 15 minutes look up the full World Series bracket up close. Well, tentatively it's not full yet. It will be once whoever wins this game. Winner wins the World Series. Here we go. We are here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis for the winner take all Game 5 of the 2020 World Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Hi there everybody, Benny J here in Studio 4218 in the Man Cave. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. It's a winner take all Game 5 between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Winner wins the World Series. Series recap. There it is. Series.
Only Game 5.
It's only best of 5. The Twins win this game. That means they'll come back down 0-2 in the series, and that's rare. Obviously, the World Series in real life is best of 7. Here it's best of 5. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. We go, Tenta Maeda, 2-0, 2 starts in the postseason. One was only 2 innings. I think Game 3 the LDS gives up a rain delay, 90-minute rain delay. 10.80 ERA, 5 innings, 11 hits, 2.20 with no walks, 2 strikeouts. But he has a really high ERA. Here's Acuna. Winner wins the World Series. Obviously, the championship, division series and championship series, both best of 3. Obviously, best of 5 and best of 7 in real life. Well, in the World Series, real life best of 7, but here best of 5. Here's Acuna, batting 5 in the postseason. That's Maeda. I said round ball, and Acuna leads off Game 5 with a single. I didn't know the runner was running. The Twins come back 10 bat. I mean, it'll be a 13 history that would come back down 0-2 by losing Game 1 and 2 at home, winning Game 3 and 4 on the road, and winning Game 5 back at home. Would join the 2001 New York Yankees and would join the 2001 New York Yankees, 2012 San Francisco Giants, who won the World Series that year, and then 2015 Toronto Blue Jays. Obviously, that was only the division series because that's the only series that's best of 5. There we go, 1 on count. Acid Rumble to be 2. Arise. Took way too long. Done in a second. Safe at first. Lucky got the 1 as Acuna almost beat the throw to second. Here comes Freeman, who had a 3-run homer in game 1 and 2 right here at Target Field. And that's a foul ball. Maeda, 14 off the slider, circle change, and a curveball. 2-2 count. Acid Rumble, that could be 2. Polanco, arise, center, double play, and an over. We're through no runs on 1 hit, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left. Twins come in the bat, no score in game 5. Mike Soroka, 2 starts in the postseason, 0-1 record, 10.80 ERA like Maeda's. Difference is Maeda going up in 2 starts, he's 0-1 through 2 starts, 10 innings pitched, 23 hits, 2.30 whip, no loss, no strikeouts. And then we got here's Max Kepler, who's batting 273 in the postseason when ALCS was batting like 130, 1-2 count. Acid Rumble back to Soroka. 1 down. Twins, I mean they barely, at one point they're up. Here's the turn for the Minnesota Twins. Sorry I missed the Braves. Max Kepler, Jorge Polanco, Nelson Cruz back in the lineup. This is a DH. These are American League Park. Josh Donaldson, Eddie Rosario, Mitch Garver, Miguel Sano, Luis Ariz, and Byron Buxton. They shot a center, slider, 14 fastball changeup, and a cutter. 5-pitch repertoire for Soroka. Soroka at the line driver. Polanco with a line drive. That will get past the junior. 1 off the wall. And Polanco's in with a 1-out double. First hit of the game for the Twins. Braves already got theirs. Here comes the boomstick. He had a pinch hit appearance in game 3. Got out. Or game 4 with the ground ball. He got out in a pinch hit appearance in game 4. Throw to first in time. 2 down. On that third, 2 outs. Here's Donaldson, who has 1 home run in the postseason now with a 3-run homer in game 2 with the ALDS. Right center field with out of town score, but 1 count. Acid Rumble should be out of Albies. In and over. We're through 1 in the winner take on game 5 of the 2020 World Series. No score after innings here on the show. And we got here is Azuna. On down. That's going to be a jam shot foul. But for the 2017 one, it will be the roster of today. And that's why it won't be a 2017 roster. It will be 2019. And I might, let me put it this way, it might be the series for the Division Series, Championship Series, and the World Series. They might actually be the length there are in real life. For the next one, maybe. Yeah, for the next one, maybe. Because 1-2 count. That's a fly ball. Going bad. Buxton. I'm thinking maybe. So the next one, the first 2 are single game, or 1 game for the Division Series, Championship Series, and the World Series. This one, obviously, best of 3, best of 3, best of 5. Here's the Twins defense. Eddie Rosario, Byron Buxton, Max Kepler in the outfield, Miguel Sano, Luis Ariz, Jorge Polanco, Josh Donaldson in the infield, and Mitch Garver on the play, obviously. Kenta Maeda on the mound. So it might be best of 5 for the Division Series, best of 7 for the Championship Series, and best of 7 for the World Series, and that's what's in the bracket. Well, it definitely, hopefully, will start 2 weeks from this, 2 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from the day I'm posting this video. It should be Saturday. I'm not sure what the date's going to be. It's Saturday. 2 Saturdays from now will be July 4th. Hopefully I can start one that day. Alright, I'll try that. That's a ground ball, and it's past Polanco in the center field base hit. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because the franchise I would do like game 1 and every elimination game, and there's obviously almost best of 5. The latest elimination game will be game 4, because I guess it's game 1 and then tie, yeah. But I'm thinking, because someone did like the NBA virtual playoffs and that took forever. I'm thinking maybe I'll do best of 5, best of 7, best of 7 for the next one, and it will be I film every game, so yeah. Well, not. That's a line drive base hit. Let me put it this way. Obviously, the AL wildcard game, and then I'll do. So it'll be like one division series, and then one championship series, and then the World Series. So it wouldn't be like every division series. No, it wouldn't be that. No. It wouldn't be that. Here's NCR. They only batted 147 in the postseason. No home runs, no RBIs. OPS 294. So that's what it would be. It would be like Twins at Yankees, and then if the Twins don't make it to the ALCS or ALDS, I can pick which one division series I want to do. I'm thinking if they don't make it, done at National NLDS, and then obviously I had to pick ALCS or NLCS, and then obviously the whole World Series. Anyway, don't want to count. I said round ball to be 2. Maeda, Polanco, Sano double play. Middle to the store is 0-0. And obviously it'll be either way. Just because it's the best of 7 doesn't mean it does 7 games. Well, at least it will at least go 4. Here's Rosario who's been 542 in the postseason. 1-2 count. That's a foul ball. That's every AL playoff ends on the show team, and every NL playoff ends on MLB Network, and the whole World Series. The whole World Series is on the show team. That's a ground ball. It's only a tough. Seriously? I thought I was the third baseman, but I was shortstop. That's a single left center field. Rosario stays higher in the postseason. Garver is 3 home runs? Yeah, 3 home runs. He had a walk-off homer in Game 2 of the ALCS, homer in Game 1 of the World Series, and a homer to give them the lead in Game 4 of the World Series, which posted 2 days ago. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. It could be 2. Something that never won the first. And it was sort of high, but double play. Freeman's a bit tarded though. Well, here's Sano. 12 for 44 in the postseason. No home runs, 3 RBIs. 3-1 count to Miguel Sano, and that is in there. Strike 2. And here's the umpire signed for Game 5 of the 2020 World Series. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks. Wait. Yeah, but I don't, and also for the one that I might start on this, which I'm thinking I will, it maybe will be best of 5 for the division series, best of 7 for the championship series, and best of 7 for the World Series. So it's 40 degrees out, which is really cold. Wind 8 miles per hour blowing across from left field to right field. And I'm not sure why. I mean, behind the plate, Earl Hendricks, he was behind the plate for Game 1. Ty Washington for Game 2 and 3, and then Ed Runner for Game 4, and now Earl Hendricks is in for Game 5. So the only umpire in this crew that hasn't been behind the plate at all for any game in the World Series is Woody Taylor. That won't stay the same. He won't be behind the plate for the series because this last game of the series. Behind the plate, Earl Hendricks at first base, Woody Taylor at center base, Ed Runner at third base, Ty Washington. Here's Sano, full count with Sano. The rise on deck. That's he snaps his bat. That was ball 4, but he swung in and over. 1-2-3 to the Twins. No, one hit by the Twins, but he's erased on a double play. We'll throw 2 in Game 5. The score is 0-0. And it won't be that for like franchise. I would do Game 1 and every elimination game. That's only for franchise. For this postseason, I would do every game. Division series, which could be best of 5, championship series, which should be best of 7, and World Series, which could be best of 7. Here we go. 2-2 count. That's a line drive, and it's a base hit. And I'll stop talking about the next one. It could be that. It could be the actual length for every division series, championship series, and World Series. It could be the length it is. I could put it the length it is in real life. So basically, it would be the actual postseason, like a full. Well, this is a full postseason. Just the series aren't the length they are in real life, but it could be the series could be the length they are in real life. Maybe could be. I'm thinking 50-50. And if they're not, then it will be like in this postseason. Here we go. Here's Swanson. 2-1 count. That's a foul ball. Here we go. 2-2 count. That's another foul ball. Alright, 2-2 count. That's all tapper, and they're not even gonna look at second. Now steps on the bad one down. But a sacrifice from number 9 batter. Not sure how I'll say that. The sacrifice bunt. Well, it's not a bunt. Here's Acuna. He's dangerous. 3-1 count. That's a foul ball. And you know, that was a strike. Unless the umpire was completely like blind, like Angel Hernandez sort of. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball. Sano got over there. Sits on the back. Score has runner assisted. There's 2 down. Runner at third, 2 outs. Score out the Albies. 1-on count. That's a ground ball. Donaldson gloves it, throws it to Sano, and the inning's over. And the Braves strand runner at third base. We're through 3 in game 3. We're through 3 in game 5. The score is 0-0. Or no, we're through 2.5 in game 3. Score is 0-0. There's Luis Ariz. 8-9-1, and they have, I believe, 2 hits, but one of them right on double play. That's a ground ball. Charging is Swanson. Throw to first, got him one down. They have 2 hits. The Braves have 3, but one of the Twins hits the Braves on a double play. Here's Buxton. 342 in the postseason. So Rosario's been like 550. 550? 551. In the series, he's like 13 for 20. 2-1 down, or 1-2 down. That's a line drive. Coming in is Acuna, and he missed it. It hit the glove and Buxton's on. I'm not sure what they're gonna say. It's what the call is. Here's Kepler, and I'll say hit. I'll say hit, and there goes Buxton. That's a ground ball. Kepler hits it through Buxton. It's gonna go to third. And Acuna threw it to Albies, and Albies eventually threw it to Camargo. Runs to the corners, 1 out for Polanco. His double in the first. 3-on count. Swing and missed. He swung at ball 4. That would have loaded the bases for Cruz. 3-2 count. That's a fly ball. That will score Buxton for sure. Caught by Insir at the hand center, and the Twins strike first in game 5. 1-0 Twins. Jack Fine RBI for Polanco, and here comes Cruz. Twins score first in game 5. It's a ground ball. Albies bunches it, but he still got Cruz. And the 3 to score. The Twins 1, the Braves 0. The announcers in the stand. That's Sergio Rosa and Dan Pleasant. Vinny J and Sui 42, HK the Man Cave. 3-1 count. Winner of the stand wins the World Series. That's a ground ball, and he just pushed it. That would have been at least a double if it was over a foot to the right. And we have 3-2 count. 40th pitch coming from my head. That's a ground ball. Charging his Polanco to the right a second. And 1 down. I kind of want to do the next Postseason bracket like it is in real life, because I just want more games. This is episode 21, and after the next 2 playoff brackets, that could be episode 40. That's a lot. 1-on count. The series that has the most episodes for me is Star Force Series, on episode number 49 of them, which only Tuesday it should be. Home Run Derby and the All-Star Nail, the next episode, whenever that is, should be Tuesday. Here's Darnell. That was the 4th where he ground out. 1-on count. That's not a foul ball. It's made. He's only thrown 44 pitches through almost 4 innings. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball to Ariz. Throw to first, and Maeda's through 4. Middle 3 to score. The Twins 1 and the Braves 0. You're watching game 5 of the World Series here on the show. We'll be back. Back. It's 1-0 Twins after 3.5 innings of play. There's Donaldson. 40th pitch down from Soroka. It's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. Going back is Inciarte. It's gone. 2-0 lead. Josh Donaldson with a home run to right center field over the out-of-town scoreboard. His second home run, or first home run of the World Series, second home run of the postseason. 416 feet, 102 miles per hour at the bat, and it's 2-0 Twins. Second home run of the postseason. First home run of the World Series, second home run of the postseason. One on count. That's a foul ball. Now the Twins are find themselves up 2-0. Well, let me put it this way: they were up 3-1 in Game 4, almost blew the lead, and at one point in the final 2 outs, ended up winning 7-5 in 14 innings. And then Game 3, they were up 6-0, and ended up winning 6-5. And the Braves had the timer at third base in the World Series winning run at first base at one point. Here we go. Here's Garver. Runner at first, still nobody out. That is a fly ball that balls to the deepest part of the park. Going back in Ciarte, and he makes the catch in left center field in the bullpen door by the 4-11 sign by the bullpen door. Garver gave it a blast. About 2 feet away from getting in a 4-0 lead. One on town. Out of the foul ball. And that was the deepest part of the park by the 4-11 sign by the bullpen door. 1-2 count. That's a line drive, and that is a light to his own catch by Acuna in right field. 2 down. As Garver just missed on one. Here comes a rise. This is from 19 in the World Series. One on town. That's a line drive. That's a base hit. And going first to third is Rosario, and going to second is a rise. A rise with a great swing, and it's 2 runs from position, 2 outs. Are they saying that's a double? Man, they said they doubled the loss. Here we go. Here comes Buxton. One on town. That's all tap or not. Throw to Soroka's in time. Twins did a run into a solo homer by Josh Donaldson over the out-of-town scoreboard. And right center field. We're through 4 in Game 5. Score is the Twins 2 and the Braves 0. Only 2-0. I feel that it's more as because that's just trying to run its home position. We're back to Target Field. Two on the field and try the only time you want it. Thank you, Heidi. Here we go, 1 on count to, I believe, Duvall. Duvall? Yeah, Duvall, who was the DH for Game 1 and 2. Obviously, no DH in Atlanta. He's at the National Park. DH for Game 5. That's it, round one. A tough play for Polanco. 75 feet from Duvall. And he is. Whoa. That's safe by a mile. That was a horrendous. That's not safe. So now 27 to challenge. Call at first base number Woody Kedler. I mean, that was a horrendous call, I think. Yeah, he's safe. And I'm challenging, so I'm not biased, you know. And we tell her to over there, but the home plate umpire will be the only umpire that will put a pair of headphones on. But you can see it. Left foot touched the bat, and the ball was not even near the glove. I mean, he beat it by half a step. And here's the call by the home plate umpire, Earl Henderson. He says safe. That's the call from New York. And the call is overturned. The Braves get one more challenge if they want to use it later in the ball game. One base runner is in Ciarte. 3 for 19 in the series. That's a line drive caught by Polanco. And devoted back. 3 for 20 in the World Series, so not as bright as series, let me put it that way. Here's Camardo, 7 for 14 in the World Series, 2 on count. That's a fly ball, and that will not get near anything. And it's caught by Rosario on left, 2 down. So they got that one hit, the infield single by the DH of the ball. Here's Swanson. Top of the order follow. 1 on count. As he snaps his bat, Ryan doesn't have the runner down the center, but he gets it. What a play by Ryan. Does hit the runner at first. Halfway home in Game 5, the score is 2-0 Twins. And right now is the Braves are at one point down in the final 12 outs, down by 2, and Kepler pops it up in foul territory, and Darno touches it on the edge of the orange track in foul territory. 1 down. They respond to a double and had an RBI. That's a ground ball. Time a tough play for Swanson. Off balance, got him. It was towards the third baseman. What a play by. Here comes Cruz over 2 ground outs. 1 on count. That's a ground ball. It's on a tough play. Albies to the left of second. Cruz only has 15 feet in and over. 1-2-3 to the Twins, but they're still up 2-0 over the Braves after 5 innings of play in Game 5. Here we go. Here, 1-2-3 due up for the Braves in the top of the 6th. 12 more outs to work with. Down by 2. Acuna grounds one up the middle on the 3-1 Irish count, and he's on. Albies coming to the play, and he represents tying runs. Here's Albies over 2 ground outs. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. Maeda, Polanco, Sano, double play, 1-6-3 double play, 2 down. Braves down in the final 10 outs, down by 2. Here's Freddie Freeman, who has 2 home runs in the series, both 3-run home runs, 1 in Game 1, 1 in Game 2. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. Buxton retreated, but he makes the catch. 1 hit by the Braves, but it's a race on double play. We're through 5.5 in Game 5. The score is the Twins 2 and the Braves 0. 4-5-6 up for the Twins in the bottom of the 6th. Donaldson, Rosario, Garver. Garver just missed a home run. He had a home run in his last at bat. That's a ground ball. It's been a tough play. Pass the diamond on the Albies. It was over the out-of-town score went right center field. Rosario's 2 singles, and Garver's up next, who just missed a home run, hit the ball out 400, like 8 feet. At the ground ball, 2 Camargo, Albies, Freeman double play, 5-4-3 double play. Here comes Garver, the ball, basically the deepest part of the park. It's caught by NCR there in front of the 411 sign and the bullpen door, and deep left center field. Soon a miss on a changeup, basically on the outside corner. Here we go. 66 pitch counter on Soroka. That's a ground ball. Tough play for Freeman. Had to shift on, but Soroka beats him to the bat by. It's pretty good. And the score is the Twins 2 and the Braves 0. The Braves have no runs on 6 hits, no errors, and the Twins have 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. So 14 hits between the 2 teams, only 2 runs. Both by the Twins. That's a ground ball on the Braves. Botched by Arise, and he whips it over to Sano. It's kind of high, but Sano kept the spin on the bat, 1 down. And here comes Darnell. Energy of Maeda's in the yellow, so they're starting to warm up. They're starting to warm up Tyler Duffy, who got the, lost Game 1 of the ALDS, but won Game 4 of the World Series, so he's 1-1 in the postseason. That's a little wheat fly ball going in his butts in, and he almost botched it. He overran it, but had to go. Here's the ball, 2 singles. They only need 1 base runner, and here was the DH who had an infield single earlier. 2-2. 73rd pitch on Maeda. His energy's in the yellow. This should be his last batter. That's a fly ball. And Kenta Maeda is through 7. 7 in stretch time here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. The score remains 2-0 Twins. 7-8-9 due up for the Twins in the bottom of 7. Sano, Arise, Buxton. 3-2 count. 71st pitch coming from Soroka. And that's a ground ball to Freeman. That was ball 4 unless the umpire was blind, but he swung. 3 unassisted, 1 down. Here comes the Rise. Had a double earlier. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. Past Soroka, but Saunton bats him on. Gotta hurry. Got him by half a step. 1 down. Here comes Buxton, who's 1-2 a single and scored a run. score one or two runs. Not sure which one he scored. That's a ground ball time. Really tough play. Almost no chance. Swanson, what a play! Darn, what a pick by Freeman! 4-for-7 in Game 5. The score remains 2-0 in Minnesota. Here we go, as we're in the 8th now. And here comes Tyler Duffy, who's 1-1 in the postseason, 7th appearance, 8 and 3rd innings, 5.40 ERA, 2 walks, no strikeouts, 200 average versus right-handed batters, and a 286 average versus left-handed batters. This is a lefty. 0 for 2 in the game, and they're now in the final 6 outs down by 2. That's a line drive, and past the Diamond Polanco! And they're in a hole in Ciarte as he got thrown up by Rosario to end the 9th inning in Game 4, so... Well, that's not Rosario. Here's Camargo. As... Oh, wait, a 1-on count. Swing and a miss. As Duffy has a 14 fastball slider and a knuckle curve. And... Yeah... Here we go. Here comes a run. There goes the runner, and now it's overran, and Rosario goes backwards. As it was in a vacated front where Donaldson kind of did it, and then Polanco was going to cover the bad. Well, I think Donaldson could have got it, but then. And Charlie Culverson will pinch run for Johan Camargo at second base. Here we go. 2 runs scoring position, nobody out for Swanson. That's a ground ball, and it's punched by Sano. The run didn't score, and he's out at first. Surprising move. They didn't send him, and here comes Acuna. 2 for 3 with 2 singles, 2-on count. That's a ground ball, that is up the middle. Around third is the runner. 2 runs will score, and the Braves tie it. The Braves have tied the game. 2-2 in the 8th. A 2-run single by Acuna, and it's 2-2. 1-2 count. That's a drama. Could be 2. Donaldson arrives. Sano has a double play. We're through 7.5 in Game 5. The score is the Braves 2 and the Twins 2. Braves have 2 on the 9th. Charlie Culverson will remain in the game and play third base. The Braves have 2 runs in 9 hits, no errors, and the Twins have 2 runs in 8 hits, no errors. So right now, whatever, Sirota's in line for the no decision. They should get the win or the loss, but either wouldn't have a decision. They're starting to warm up. Shane Green in the Braves bullpen, in front of the Twin bullpen, right center or left center field. 82nd pitch from Sirota. That's a ground ball. That is past Swanson. In the center field, possibly the World Series winning run, but right now the go-ahead runs at first base. Here we go. 3-2 count to Polanco, and that could have been ball 4. It probably was too close to take. 3-2 count again. That is a liner foul. Good battle. Sirota's only thrown. There goes a runner. That is a fly ball. That ball is hit well. That ball is good. Polanco! A 2-run home run to give them the lead in the bottom 8th. Jorge Polanco, a hero. Unbelievable. Polanco with his first home run of the World Series and his first home run of the postseason. To right center field, 417 feet, 103 miles per hour off the bat. Polanco and Kepler score, and that's taking the lead. And here comes Shane Green. As right now, Duffy's in line for the win for the Twins, and Sirota's in line for the loss for the Braves. You know, here's Cruz, 0 for 3 in the game, probably his last at bat. But now, I mean, Rogers is 1 for 5 on saves, and his energy's, literally it's half. So maybe you see Romo, because he has 2 saves. He got a save in Game 3 of the ALDS and Game 3 of the ALCS. So maybe you see, and yeah, they have Sergio Romo warming up because Rogers, first of all, his energy is about, well, you just say half full, half empty, you just say half full. And he's 1 for 5 on saves. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. It's on a tough play for Albies. 15th inning from Cruz, got him at first. One down as here comes Donaldson, a homered, and then a 2-0 lead, 1-1 count. So remember, I mean, the Braves just tied in the top of the 8th, and then the Twins just took the lead into a 2-run homer by Polanco. That's a ground ball to Albies. Throw to first is in time, 2 down. But the Braves, I mean, remember, they're down in the final 3 outs, down by 2, so you only need 1 base runner, but you don't really have a top of the order. Here's Rosario. You have, well, I mean, actually you do. You have Freddie Freeman, 3, 4, 5. Freeman, Ozuna, and Darno, and then you have Duvall and NCR, and then you have Taller. I mean, you don't have Acuna tied up. You have 3, 4, 5. You gotta keep it at. That's a ground ball, and that's out of the reach of Culberson. Rosario's on Brennan up, Medel Sano. No, Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver just missed a home run earlier in the game. 0 for 3 in the game. That's a ground ball should end the inning. Bring the 2 in the tie, 3 to take the lead. But the Twins do take a 2-run lead into a 2-run home run by Jorge Polanco. His first home run of the World Series and first home run of the postseason. And the Bay in Game 5 has scored the Twins 4 and the Braves 3. Remember, the Twins are not. It's Freeman, Ozuna, Darno. 3, 4, 5. Here comes Romo. 2 for 2 on saves in the postseason. 0-1 record. He got saved in Game 3 of the ALDS and Game 3 of the ALCS. Got the loss in Game 1 of the ALCS. Slider, changeup, center, forcing basketball. Shift is on 3-1 count. That's it, Romo. Pass to Romo! 1 down. Got a huge out because if Freeman got on, died at 1. If you're the Braves, you died at 1 base runner because that means you have a timer coming to the plate. Not it's on deck. That's a Tapper. Charging is Romo. Throw to first on balance, got him! And the Twins are 1 out away from winning the World Series. And coming back down 0-2 in the series after losing Game 1 and 2 at home. Basically, they're 1 out away from winning the World Series, and if they do, that means they come back now 0-2 in the series. But after losing Game 1 and 2 at home, and then they win Game 3 and 4 at home, and then Game 5 back at home. 2-1 count. That's a draw to do it. Arise, throws it, and it's in time, and the Twins have won the World Series for the first time since 1991. And they come back down 0-2 in the series, and then win the next 3, Game 3 and 4 in Atlanta, and Game 5 at home. And they win the first World Series in 1991. Unbelievable. The Twins have won the World Series. You can see Sano right there. Congratulations to the World Series champion Minnesota Twins. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As you can see, there's a trophy. And that's what's in it. My goodness. As you can see, there's Kepler coming in, celebrating. After trying to throw grounded out to Arise 4-3, as you can see, Kepler running in, and then Donaldson. That's actually supposed to be the shortstop, but they had to shift on, so that's why you see Donaldson right there. Alex Avila is gonna hold the trophy with Polanco to the right of him, and Bruno to the left of him, and then Andrians is the one right there, and I think May's out there, but to his left. Polanco, and then the guys on the right, Polanco, on the left, Barrios. 2020 World Champions, as he held it when the Twins won. And my last postseason bracket, and remember that was only 1 game. They were down 6-0 at one point. I ended up winning 9 and 17 innings. The Twins, both teams traded runs in the 8th inning, 2. Twins Braves tied into a 2-run single by Acuna, and then the Twins took the lead into a 2-run home run to right center field by Jorge Polanco. And this is not bonus. I mean, it has happened. And remember, the World Series. What happened last year? If it was only 5 innings here, then obviously Game 5. If it would have been back in Houston, not in DC. Tomorrow 2 for 3 with a double, but Acuna hit 3 for 4 with 3 singles, and obviously a 2-run single, so he had 2 RBIs. And Duffy got the win, 2-0 in the postseason. Soroka got the loss. 0-2 in the postseason, and Romo got the save, his 3rd of the postseason. He was 3 for 3 on saves. Rogers was 1 for 5, and almost blew blew that one. I mean, that was game 3, where I mean the Braves had a timer at third base, the World Series winner at first base. They beat the Braves. I mean, at one point you were 2 outs away. In game 4, they were a single and then a double or the Sano where he hit it basically where the center baseman would have been. He went to bat, cover the bat as the runner was stealing, or I just back up the bat. Because shortstop covers the bat, or center baseman and the shortstop. One of them covers the bat and one of them goes behind the back up. The Braves 2 runs and 9 hits, no errors, and the Twins 4 runs and 11 hits, no errors. Rosario went 3 for 4, Kepler went 2 for 4 with a run. Rosario 3 for 4 with 3 singles, Donaldson 2 for 4 with a homer, RBI, and a run scored, and then Polanco 2 for 3 with a homer, double, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. And I believe Polanco didn't he? Yeah, he actually had 4 at bats. That's why he's only 2, but then didn't have the official at bat sack fly. That's how he got it. So he drove in 3 out of 4 runs, and then Donaldson drove in the other one. And the Braves, Acuna drove in both, which they tied the game in the 8th. And then after that, Soroka did have a single to Kepler, and then a 2-run home run by Polanco. The next 2 weeks from this, 2 weeks from today, the day I'm posting this. For me, it's not 2 weeks and 1 day that I'm filming this Friday, but the day I'm posting Saturday. The next, which is 4th of July, I'm thinking the next postseason bracket is going to be like a full one, or in franchise obviously I play game 1 of every series, and then, or not every series, but the series that for my Twins stress in franchise, game 1, I didn't do that, but that will happen. They have the last game of the year, and then the playoffs. Game 1 of every series and every elimination game. There's at least one, obviously. Remember, there should be a Fox after this clip. Then there should be it says the Twins are World Series champions, you know. Are World Series champions. And then it says, and welcome to the Postseason show for Game 5 of the 2020 World Series. And then during that, it should be the Font's old theme, MLB on Font's old theme song, which I think main Font doesn't use anymore, but like the regional fonts, like Fox Sports North, South, Southwest, West, East, all that good stuff. Yeah, like North, South, Southwest, West, East. Well, I know there's Fox Sports North, and I think Fox Sports Southwest definitely. I think there's South, and I think there's West, and I think all of them. I think I just said North, South, Southwest, West, and East. I believe there's all of them. So I gotta hurry because there has to be room on this channel. And then after that Postseason show, you'll see a 10 to 15 second clip of the full playoff bracket, and that should end the video. So it's only a little recap. So I'm not doing. Well, technically, I'm not doing. Usually I do the closing, but I'll be doing the closing in the post-game show before the 10 to 15 second clip of the full playoff bracket up close, which I know I'll film probably right after this, before I walk my dogs, and then after that I'll probably film the post-game show. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As I did the, I mean, it has happened that someone down 0-2 and they came all the way back. I mean, it has happened 3 times in history, and all in 2000s. 2001 Yankees, 2012 Giants, who won the World Series that year, and then 2015 Blue Jays, which I'm not sure the Yankees in 2001, I believe I'm not, and then they just lost in the LCS, and then definitely the Blue Jays lost in the LCS in 2015, and obviously the Giants won in 2012, but they won in 2010, 2012, and 2014. They won 4 World Series championships in 5 years, so. And Vila, for here, he held up the trophy both times, so yeah. Here we go, yeah, that's pretty much it for the gameplay. And yeah, you'll hear that Font's old, MLB on Font's old theme song in the post-game show, and that 10 to 15 second clip of the full playoff bracket up close. So, yeah, hit the music. Welcome to the post-game show for Game 5 of the 2020 World Series. BJ here, where I play my video games on the table. The tripod's on the table where I play, so I move the table closer to the TV a little. TV's right now is on, muted, but who cares about that? Game 5 here was really excited. Twins come back now 0-2 in the series. first fourth team in history to do that. Obviously, all three are in the Division Series because that's the only series that's best of 5. My next postseason bracket, by the way, well, should be 2 weeks from the day I'm posting this video. It's probably going to be best of 5 for the Division Series, best of 7 for the Championship Series, and the World Series, like it is in real life. And it's going to be the 2017 version, so you don't see like the Twins in it against the Yankees and all that other good stuff, but the win of the Wild and you know. So really, I don't want to say the Twins, Yankees, Indians, Astros, Red Sox in the AL, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Nationals, Cubs in the NL. So that's the 10 teams that make it. As start off the scoring. Stop scoring, sac fly to center field by Jorge Polanco, and then a solo homer to right center field over the out-of-town scoreboard for Josh Donaldson, and then it was 2-0, then a 2-run single in the top of the 8th. For Ronald Acuna Jr. ties the game, but then a single by Kepler toward the bottom of the 8th, and then Polanco with a homer to right center field. Basically, probably I would say 50 feet over to the right if you're Donaldson's home run, and then 1-2-3 over the Braves in the top of the 9th. It was 2-1-3 groundouts for Freeman and Ozuna. 1-3 groundout Romo to Sano, and then Darno grounded into 4-3 double plays. And then you saw obviously Kepler celebration, and then you saw Donaldson. Usually it's at the shortstop because they had the shift on. It was the third baseman. And that's pretty much it. As the next clip, I said 10 to 15 seconds. It's not going to be 10 to 15 seconds because I already filmed it. It's only about 3 minutes long of the full playoff bracket. I hope you enjoyed this. Really hope you enjoyed it. Next one, 2 weeks from, hopefully, from the day I'm posting this video, July 4th, Saturday, July 4th, 2020. Another playoff bracket, and we'll start all with the AL wildcard game. Twins at Yankees. And then I'll pick one in the Division Series. If the Twins aren't one of them, it won't be that one. If it's not, I'm thinking NL, because I haven't done really an NL one ever, because the Twins been in, I mean, the first one, they were playing the Yankees, like they did in this one. Well, first one they played the Yankees, second one they played the one in the wild card game. And the first one I remember a single game, so that's pretty much it for the post-game shout. To recap, as Twins, I mean, also every game, elimination game, is lost game 1 and game 1 of the ALDS and the LCS, and it's best of 3. If you lose game 1, game 2 is that elimination game, and game 3 is the elimination game. And now it's in the World Series, lost the first 2 games. That means all the game 3, 4, and 5, if you even get the game 4 and 5, are elimination games. So they ended up going 7-4. And all 7 wins were in elimination games. So congratulations to the Twins, coming back now 2 against the Braves. Won their first World Series since 1991, and that was against the Braves in 1991. And the Twins will be in the next playoff bracket. The Braves will not be not the next one. The one I'm not gonna reveal. The one after that will start mid-August. The Braves could be in it, could not be, but you'll find out eventually. So before that one starts. Possibly. It could be, obviously you'll find out for the first episode, or I'll tell you before that in another video on here on this channel. If I just bought, or not the watch, if you like this episode, the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button down here. Make sure it's red to subscribe. Click the bell, or so you know about every time I post a video, and click all, so you get all the notifications when I post a new video. And if I didn't subscribe because I finished my other channel, I subscribed to this channel. So I have 20, I have 37. The other, I should have subscribed with this account to my Benny J account. So yeah, and I'm going to see episode number 22 of this the same video of this MLB Show 20 postseason series. See you on episode number 22. I need a lot of bacon. Go Twins. So this is the full playoff bracket. This is the AL side. As you can see, the Rays won against the A's in the AL wildcard game, as you saw on camera. And then the Twins, I saw every game, 1-2-1 over the Yankees. The Astros lost game 1, or Rays won Game 1, and the Nationals won Game 2 and 3. The Twins won Game, you saw every game. Nationals won Game 1, Twins won Game 2, and by the way, in the Twins and Yankees series, so basically the Twins lost Game 1 of the ALDS and the ALCS, and the won Game 2 and 3 of the ALDS and the ALCS. And let's go over the NL side, as you did not see it. So the Nationals won over the Brewers, and then a wild card in. Nationals, Dodgers swept the Nationals, and then Braves. The Braves lost Game 1, and then won Game 2 and 3, along with a comeback win in Game 3, down 5-2 at one point, and ended up winning 6-5 in 12 innings. And then the Braves swept the Dodgers, and then you can see in the World Series, Braves won the first 2 games in Minnesota, and then Twins won Game 3 and 4 in Atlanta, and then Game 5 back at home. 4-team in history to do that. Only other 3 teams, I would say, 2001 New York Yankees, 2012 San Francisco Giants, which won the World Series that year, and then 2015 Toronto Blue Jays, which I believe the Yankees in 2001 and the Blue Jays in 2015, and then they lost in the LCS. So that's happened, and that's playoff bracket, as the Postseason showed about that, or actually the Postseason already happened, and I said, and before the video, this will be a 10 to 15 second clip, not a 2-minute clip. Sorry about that. I just realized that about 10 seconds ago, but I only got through the entire playoffs, so really it turned from a 10 to 15 second clip to about 2.5 minute clip. So Postseason show already happened for me right now. I'm filming it before that, so I'm probably not saying there that's it's going to be like 2.5 minutes. So by the way, next one's going to start 2 weeks from the day this is being posted. And that's one's probably going to be where, I know I filmed it, the Division Series will be best of 5, the Championship Series will be best of 7, and the World Series is best of 7, most likely. And if that one is like that, then I'm not sure if the next one that will start probably mid-August. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be that way. It could be, I'm thinking maybe like best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, maybe that, like where best of 3 for the Division Series, best of 5 for the Championship Series, and best of 7 for the World Series. Put something like that for the 2 ones from now, maybe. That will not be like that for the next one. No, it's like definitely it will be like this or what it is in real life, and the one after that will be, I don't know, this kind, what it is in real life, or I guess best of 3 for the Division Series, best of 7, best of 5 for the Championship Series, and best of 5 or best of 7 for the World Series. So yeah. Sorry, this is about a 3-minute clip, but yeah, there's the full playoff bracket from a long way away, and yeah, I already did the closing. I already did the closing when the post-game show ended, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.